Hey gang, AV here, and welcome to my CGC Collection Revisited Part 3. And today we're going to be having a look at some of the odds and ends books that I have in my collection. Some of my favorite number ones, some special variants that I have, some books that were given to me, and some that I bought just because I like the covers. In other words, it's a mixed mash today. So without further ado, let's get started. This is my Ultimates number 1 first series, graded 9.8. This was Mark Millar's, Miller, spelled Millar, pronounced Miller. This was his awesome run on the Ultimates. And of course, this is double-sided. The image doesn't continue, but there is a new image on the back, which I think is just as awesome as the other one. Those of you who have seen the Avengers movie will know that his costume is based on the Ultimate version. A lot of the movie stuff is based on Marvel Studios movie stuff is based on the Ultimate universe because it's been modernized, you know. Might be a little silly with a Captain America running around with wings on his cap, you know what I mean? But anyway, awesome book. Awesome book, solid read. I've got a few copies of this, but this is my graded one. Move that off to the side here. Go for the next one. This is the San Diego Comic-Con 2000 variant for the Century, number 1. The Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee miniseries, Marvel Knights. This was the first appearance of the Century, graded 9.8. With a very awesome stipple. I forget the proper term for this, but, you know, the dot cover, I love it. That's how they used to shade things back in the day, and because he was supposedly a retro character, that's the approach they went with for this cover, this book. Very nice touch. I loved it. And say what you will about the Century, this miniseries was actually pretty damn good. I mean, it was very enjoyable to read, I thought. I liked it. It wasn't until years later when the Century resurfaced that he actually became a pain in the ass. But this book was a lot of fun to read. And the back is just Winky the Crow advert. Good stuff. I'm still proud to own this, despite what the Century turned out to be. Alright, next up we have the Ghost Rider number 1. This is the 05 series. It doesn't say what volume, unfortunately, and I don't remember off the top of my head. This is Marvel Knights byline, graded 9.8. This was actually a birthday gift. This is one of the few books I didn't actually have graded myself. This was actually a birthday gift. Pre-graded. And you know what? I never got rid of it because I think that cover is pretty awesome. And I've read this series. It was okay. Not the greatest thing I ever read, but it wasn't bad. I mean, Garth Ennis, you can't really go wrong. He can't, but on the same token, he can't hit it out of the park every time either. Still, a cool cover. Very cool cover. Alright, next. This one everybody's going to enjoy. The Marvel Marvel Zombies, number 1. First print. Signed and graded, 9.8. and it's signed by what the hell's his name? I can't. Sudam. God damn, I was blanking on that. Sudam, the famous zombie cover guy. Sudam. Put his scribble right there. This is, of course, a cover swipe of Amazing Fantasy 15, which was the first appearance of Spider-Man. Not too many signed and graded 9.8s on the CGC census either. And this book turns a pretty penny. I'm pretty happy about that, because honestly, I bought this for 10 bucks. Took it to the con when Sudan was there, got it signed and graded myself while I was there. Was thrilled it came back a 9.8. Only cost me 10 bucks. Worth a couple hundred now. You crazy zombie people. 200 bucks. Nice book. Next one is just as expensive, honestly. Well, this is like 400 or 500 bucks. This is the 1 in 100, or I'm sorry, 1 in 75, I think, sketch variant for Dark Tower, The Gunslinger Born, #1. Signed and graded, 9.8, signed by Peter David right there. And if you're a fan of the Dark Tower series and you have not read the Dark Tower comics yet, I don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. I mean, those are very solid prequels to those books. They were a thrill to read. An absolute thrill to read. And the artwork is fantastic. Fantastic. The colorists and inkers that dealt with the artwork, I mean, they just set the mood for the whole series. It was beautiful. Beautiful to read. Alright. Moving right along. Last but not least, we have not one but two Savage Tales. Now these are the ones I bought just for the covers. Believe it or not, as beautiful as the Red Sonja looks on both of these covers, these were also drawn or painted by the zombie guy, Arthur Sudam. He signed both of these for me as well. The same con I got the Marvel Zombies done at. And I freely admit I have a soft spot for redheads. So when I saw these, I picked them up. Just for the covers. Took them to the con, got them graded, and the rest is history. Both 9.8s. As far as I know, these are the only ones on the census. I think there are maybe 2 or 3 other graded versions of this one, also signed on the census, but I think this is the only one. I think that's the only 9.8 signature series for Savage Tales #6. I don't know, it's been a while since I checked. I should check again. But very cool books. I love these. Can't wait to hang these on the wall. Alright, let's just pan around. Ghost Rider, Ultimates, Sentry, Dark Tower, Gunslinger Born, Marvel Zombies, Savage Tales, #6, #1. Both Sudam covers. Alright, gang. If you like this video, then check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.